So in the last video, I showed a few of the garlic cloves that I had planted before. As a matter of fact, I'll show them to you now. These four, baby 1, 2, 3, and 4, they'll get their names as they come along. I showed that, but some people were asking me like, okay, how did I decide what I was going to do? And I wanted to make sure that people knew it wasn't too complicated. I took the biggest, nicest bulbs and put them into my little 8-inch pot, but there's some little ones here, and I'm not eating them, and I don't want to throw them away. So I figured the best way to do anything with these bulbs is, hey, let's just go ahead and plant these. One of the things that you'll see, at least with my journey as it's beginning right now, is that I've gone out and just gone to get things like a Home Depot bucket and some of the old pots that were sitting around. And as you'll see from some of my stuff, like these hydrangeas were literally just sticks and stems. And so, and each of them have started sprouting. So I'm just making my way through on this and trying to find out how to garden without actually having any experience gardening. So here's some of the extra sprouts, some of the extra bulbs that came from that clove of garlic that I wasn't going to eat, but I didn't want to throw away. And over here, that's getting dripped in, is another bucket of soil. So I'm actually going to take this soil and plant these bulbs, and take my chances. What's the worst that can happen? It's like it's like gambling. If I'm at the blackjack table and I put $20 up, however the cards are dealt, is what happens. But I ain't got to hit on 16. The dealer does. So let's just see if any of these will grow. So let's see what happens. Okay, so I've taken the potting soil out of here and I've placed it into this pot. This pot used to have this really big viney plant in it that I really couldn't stand. And believe it or not, this pot is from, believe it or not, it's an old looking pot, but this pot is from probably 2000, 2001. So I figure it's been in the house all this long. It's moved from Texas to DC to Salt Lake City back to Atlanta. So why not use that joint? So anyway, I've got this bulb. It hasn't actually grown a green end on it yet, but it does have a decent little tip on it. So what I want to do with this is I want to plant it, and this ain't Dexter, this is just what I've read. I want to plant it, but I don't want to plant it too deep. I want to make sure that the tip is still showing out of the top. So we're just going to kind of put it in there with the top. I'm going to do the same for a second bulb. I get it a little further away because in the event that it starts to root, I don't want the roots all stuck on each other, but I'm going to put it in just deep enough so that the tip is showing. You'll see it here. And then I've got a couple more. Here's one that actually has started to kind of peek out. So actually I'm doing this without a camera person, y'all, so apologies. But I'm actually going to try to peel back this little piece here and expose the green. Just pull it back just a hair. Okay. And now let me put that one right here. And one thing that I just thought about, I probably should have did this ahead of time. I probably should have overwatered the soil before I put the bulbs in there, but come see, come sa. We'll figure it out later. So let me stick another one in there. Don't bury it too deep because they prefer to start out at the tops. I think I've got 2 more. I do. Here's one more. Make a little hole here. We'll put that one in just near the top. And then I've got this little baby one, but I believe, and maybe it's wishful thinking, I believe I can make this one go. And because it's the baby one, I'm gonna shove that baby right in the center. We ain't going nowhere to the sides. You're gonna be right here in the middle. So now, I'm gonna get a little gentle with the water because the tops of those hadn't sprouted already. So it's gonna be hard to find them once they go. So let me try, I'm gonna get something really lightweight to overwater these. So 1 second. All right, I think we might have found a way to get these watered. But before we water them, I'm gonna again, I don't have no sponsors, so it's just Shake and Feed. If you can find any kind of fertilizer, just get some fertilizer for your plants so that, over the time, like right now, it's May here in Georgia. So this is spring, this is late. But get something so that as it gets wet, these nutrients will explode into the soil and give these plants a fighting chance. So right now I decided I was gonna get my regular little spray bottle and take the top off, and I'm gonna overwater around the side. That way the water is making it into the soil, but it's not actually covering specifically where I've planted my garlic cloves, or bulbs, I should say. All right, so I'm gonna slowly go around here, get that water down into the soil. And then it might take a little bit of time for me to get through this thing, but right now I've got my hose going because I'm country, and I'm gonna go ahead and refill this thing up. And I'm gonna try to water this with, each one of these bottles is, I believe 32 ounces. So I'm gonna try to do this 3 or 4 times, just to see what I get out of it. And as the plants begin to root, this won't be as big an issue. I'm doing this from literally food scraps at the grocery store. So, as I'm sure some of you know, I'm not on my black nationalist thing today, but America, I've lived here all of my life. I don't know any other living, but one of the things I can remember from being young is actually 2 things. People walking around saying stupid stuff like, you thought you need to eat all of your food. There are starving kids in Africa. That's some bull. And I'm not saying they're not starving kids in Africa, but what I'm saying is that's a real jacked up way of trying to tell people to not be wasteful, when you can literally just say, hey, don't waste all the stuff. If you got the food on your plate, eat it. And if you don't eat all the food, well, find a way to reuse it for something. And in the country where my folks are from, and y'all will learn more about this, if we ain't eat the food, the pigs, the cows, the dog, the chickens, all the other animals, we're good for getting the food that we didn't eat. So I never really concerned myself with whether I was wasting food, because if I didn't eat it, then that pig or that chicken outside was gonna eat it, and we were gonna eat that pig or that chicken, and I wasn't gonna leave much left on them chickens anyway. Well, let me hedge on that. If any of y'all have ever raised chickens, y'all know what I'm getting ready to talk about. But back then, I ate all the chicken, and I ain't leave a whole bunch of chicken on it. I ain't leave a whole bunch of bone on it. So if I didn't eat it, the chicken ate it, then I ate the chicken, and then it was a circle of life, dadgummit. So anyway, so now I think I've got the soil saturated pretty well. I'm gonna take a quick moment to see if I can reach in here and find the bulbs. I put 5 in there, so there's one. It's in pretty good shape. See if we can find another one. Move a couple of things around. This, nope, that ain't it. Pump fake. There's 2. Found the other one. That's the second one, definitely. Where's our little baby in the middle? Where you at? baby in the middle. We know what's in there. It's the baby. We hedging out. There it is. There's the little baby. That's 3. So, although we watered pretty good, we didn't put, oh, there's 4. There's 4. And the 5th one is somewhere. Oh, 5th one's right here. There's 5. Right there. So, so just to kind of keep this thing going, right now we've got 2 beds of garlic, and I'll let y'all go with me. Pass or fail, we're gonna get there. We've got 4 in here, and we got 5 in here. We got 4 in here and 5 in here, and we got our onion. So let's see what we can pull together. All right, until next time, y'all.